All right, so our next speaker is Dibikshia Shrestha. Dibikshia Shrestha is from the Nepal. Is the former secretary of the Youth Mapper chapter at Gerson, and it's also the Youth Mapper Leadership Fellow for 2024, current serving as regional ambassador for Nepal. And he's going to be talking about addressing participation gaps in Nepal's OSM ecosystem, strategies for long-term community retention.
Namaste and a very warm greetings, everyone. I am Diviksha Shrestha from Nepal, an open mapping guru, Youth Mappers Regional Ambassador, and also a hot voting member. So, first of all, I would like to congratulate you all for making it up to State of the Map 2025. I hope you guys are having a great time learning and connecting with each other. And today I'm presenting on the topic addressing participation gaps in Nepal's OSM ecosystem, strategies for long term community retention. So, without any further ado, I would like to share my presentation. Okay, so hi again. I am Deepiksha Shrestha and I am presenting on the topic addressing participation gaps in Nepal's OSM ecosystem, strategies for long-term community retention. So, in context of Nepal, I don't know if everybody has felt this or not, but as a mapper who started volunteering almost 4 years ago, I can sense the noticeable change in the Nepal's OSM ecosystem. Or, in a straightforward way, we can say noticeable declined participation in Nepal's OSM ecosystem. And for a country like Nepal, which has a limited amount of reliable geospatial data, OpenStreetMap could be a very good alternative. Also, in the past, we could see the OpenStreet data being extensively used for the disaster and the humanitarian purposes. For example, the we can see the OSM data being used for the Nepal earthquake response, which was of 2015 in the first picture, and I believe the 2015 earthquake was very terrific and still remains in the heart of every Nepali people. And in the right picture, we can see the project for Dazarkot and West Rukum being for earthquake affected areas, which was done recently. And also, other than the disaster response, we can also see the mapping Chepang community project, which was held in Nepal, that could literally give the identity and recognition to the Chepang community. And in the right, we can see the road network validation project of the Karnali province. So these type of activities were extensively being held in the past, due to which the OSM data was extensively being created and used for very good purposes in the past. But today, the problem arises with the declining participation of Nepali people in OpenStreetMap. But there might be a curiosity arising in everybody's mind. Participation of local people doesn't even matter because free and open source data can literally be created by anyone and everyone in the world. Yes, that's true. That's the beauty of being free and open source. But I also believe that the local knowledge you acquire do not and will not ever have a substantial replacement by any other thing in the world. Having said that, let's go deeper into why the decline of Nepal's ecosystem is actually happening. At first, I would like to talk about OSM being used as repetitive editing platform. Despite the presence of other creative mapping tools such as Mapillary, Avidor, which are more fun and engaging, the focus has always been on DOSM. So there comes another reason for declining the participation, which is lack of introduction to creative tools of OSM. Now, moving on, I think is a problem while noting the imagery in the DOSM, as you can see in the picture in the very left, this picture. So, which is directly affecting the motivation to contribute on the OSM. Last but not the least, I think is the lack of collaboration between the stakeholders and the volunteers, which is affecting both the creation and the application of the OSM data. And also, there can be other numerous reasons for the declining of the OSM ecosystem, which depends upon the experience of one. Now, as the problems are always there, let's talk about what can actually be done in Nepal for long term retention of Nepal's OSM ecosystem. So, these are some of the strategies that I think will be helpful for the long term retention of OSM ecosystem in Nepal. First, I think, is introduction to engaging tools and applications of OSM, due to which the mapping will only not be considered as a boring editing tool, but a fun and engaging one. Next, I think there is the importance to timely organize application-based competitions in Nepal, such as OSM Hackfest, which will allow the volunteers to seek for the real-life applications of the OSM data that will directly affect or enhance the usability of OSM data in Nepal. Next, the important strategy is knowledge passing. Though we already have been organizing lots of trainings regarding mapping and validation, but I can sense the knowledge has not been passed to government and private organization stakeholders of Nepal. If such passings can be done, then we'll obviously achieve the long-term retention of OSM ecosystem. Last but not the least, I think, is the self sustaining mindset of the Nepal's OSM ecosystem, which will obviously help to uplift the community itself. But also, like one thing that I have not mentioned here, but I would like to tell is please, if somebody is related to ZOSM, OSM ZOSM directly, can you please fix the imagery loading problem of ZOSM? Because I have been facing this problem since a long time and I don't know how to tackle it. So, thank you in advance. Now, this much for my lightning talk. At last, I just want to address that it's very sad to witness this condition of Nepal's OSM ecosystem, because I truly believe something that can be done by free and open source can never be done by anything in the world. So, guys, let's keep motivating each other, let's keep mapping, and thank you for listening to me. Have a great time. Bye bye.